Hi, everyone. Welcome to Crash City. This week, I have SuhJames, a man I just watched, take a buckshot like an enema. I am traumatized.
Yeah.
All
if I talk funny, the rest of it is because of the animal shot. Okay.
I'm just gonna show y'all visually what happened, and that's just.
Oh man, it was more like a, it was more like those like little clamps that goes in there like that and then just. Yeah, exactly.
Why was it so wide?
Listen. You got to get on a plane, and they say, hey, there's a limit to how much luggage you can carry. You got to get creative, okay?
Oh, so this is awesome. I've been excited after meeting you. I've been excited to have you on the show. And when I was looking over your channels, because Salazar was showing me like, hey, he does this, one of his biggest videos of all time, ironically enough, is what was it? It was the porn searches in 2020.
The second channel is it's the presidential election porn searches.
Yes, the presidential election porn searches. I was like, this man, me and him share a brain cell. Like that's what it is. Bro.
Yeah, there's more stuff like that coming to the second channel too, because it's like I just thought it was hilarious. Like, wow, this had y'all this stressed out, and
what? This is wild. And I mean, your own following too. You have, I think, the highest subscriber count of all of us. How long have you been making content?
We've reached 10 years this April. Like, to be fair, I haven't I wasn't like doing it super consistently and like very like content creator brained until about 5 years in, maybe 6 years in. So like at first, there was a lot of time between each video and each upload and stuff like that. So while the channel's been around, I've been uploading it for almost 10 years. I like to say like I started around 4 or 5 years ago. Really started. Everything else is just tutorial stages. Yeah. Long ass tutorial.
It's the Red Dead 2 tutorial. It's the beginning of Red Dead.
Oh my god. a whole just hour. Just to get ready.
So what made you get into content creation? Were you inspired by cuz the way that I can tell by your personality is there's a few companies I can automatically just think of, and that would be like The Creatures, Couch Hop, just content creators like that where I'm like, okay, this dude he's chill, he doesn't really give a shit. Like, what was your motivation getting into content creation?
So, it's a funny one, right? Like most people are like, oh man, I watched this content creator for so long, and so, they inspired me, or I watched this person or that person. For me, during my I'm gonna say high school to like after high school years, I wasn't really doing shit. I was just am I allowed to curse? I don't know.
Yeah, you're fine. Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't really doing anything. I was just like, I was just what did I say, rotting in my bed pretty much most of the time. A lot, coming out of high school, I had a lot of like psychological kind of stuff going on and stuff. Right, like who doesn't? That's so essentially my sister of all people would like watch YouTube in the room, and people like PewDiePie. It was back then, those like years ago, and like I'd occasionally wake up, I'd see what's going on, and it'd be entertaining. And little by little, I started watching more YouTube. It's weird. How did my younger sibling get me into YouTube? Like I'm very behind when it comes to like the technological aspect of a lot of things. Like even like I'd be telling Plano whenever he's helping me, I'm like, dude, I'm gonna need you to like explain this to me in a way that makes sense to me, man. I'm like, so PewDiePie was one of them. Another one, YouTuber by the name of CinnamonToastKen. He used to do like gaming videos back in the day. Now he does more reaction and commentary stuff. But yeah, that was where it kind of started, and then as time progressed, this one's a more questionable figure. That was kind of inspired me and actually inspired my editing style about 5 or so years ago. Twomad. I don't know if you've heard of Twomad.
Mm-mm.
No, Canadian YouTuber. He's no longer with us because of some drug abuse stuff. I would say, I'll say R.I.P. to him because death. But like a lot of the internet would probably hear me say that and be like, "Nah, fuck him," because stuff happened prior to the suicide thing. They was just like, "Oh, well, shit." So I stopped watching him after all that, and then I found out about the death, and I was like, "Damn, that's fucked." So yeah, so it's just kind of here and there, just like channels I find that really reel me in and stuff like that. They inspired me and led me to where I am now.
Yeah, because like I said, you have a higher subscriber count. You have multiple channels. The the reaction channel is pretty interesting. What made you want to go from doing gaming to doing reaction? Like we talked about off camera. If you
Yeah.
want to talk about that a little bit more too.
Yeah. So like, I wanted I had the gaming channel, and in there I would do reactions to like gaming trailers. Like, oh shit, Far Cry 6 coming out. Let me react to that. And the reaction started kind of outperforming everything else. And then, but I wouldn't want to do reactions only because it just felt like it wasn't creatively fulfilling for me.
Yeah.
Because I like to, when I edit, I like to find the way to make it funny and make it more entertaining for people. And, when you're reacting to something, it's just boop, turn on the camera, react, be excited, and all that stuff. And, I love doing it, but when I kept doing it for, back to back to back, it just kind of felt very creatively bankrupt, I guess. And I was just like, okay, this isn't fulfilling me. I'm getting more views now, but it's not. I don't really feel great about it. It just feels like I'm doing whatever. So I thought, hey, a second channel where I do more of my variety content, including the reactions. That'll be its own thing, and then I have the gaming channel. Now, funny enough, I am still doing reactions on the gaming channel, but that's gonna be like strictly gaming related things. Whereas like the other one, I do movie trailers if I'm inclined to, or like right now, I got the Epic the musical stuff going up soon, and various other things. So it was just a way to kind of make sure that whoever subscribes to me is getting what they subscribed for, as opposed to just, oh, I joined for gaming content. He hasn't gamed in over a year. Like that would be very unfortunate.
Yeah, it seems like I like watching it and see Salazar just say, "You're the next one up for Epic. You're the next one up for Epic." Because me and Salazar, we've been geeking out about musicals lately. So I was like, "Oh, this is dope." Getting to see everybody else start getting their first steps into Epic the musical.
It's great. Like here's the thing with me and musicals. I like musicals as long as it can like reel me in.
Mhm.
So musicals that I like are like Sweeney Todd,
Mhm.
And things like that. And so like you're going into it, I was like, all right, they're hyping this up. I got to see what this is like. I didn't, and then once it started, I'm like, and I noticed each song has this very different style each time. Like I was expecting them all to kind of mirror each other in some way, shape, or form. So after seeing just how broad of like the genre are in terms of the music that they put out in each song, I was like, dude, this is amazing. Shit, I was even geeking out when we did the meeting when we were talking about Poseidon. Like
Yeah.
I was really ready for him to pull up with the chopper, man. Whoever they got singing Poseidon's part, just oh man, he was killing it. I'm like, holy shit, this guy's fucking. I'd be scared too. Shit.
Like no, and then seeing the actual the singer for Poseidon, I was like, God damn.
But I haven't seen what he looked like. What's his name?
He looked I can't even remember what his name is. He looks exactly how the voice sounds. He is the
Okay,
living
cool.
embodiment of the voice.
Got you. Okay, science singer from Epic the musical. I need to know what this man looks like. Okay, yeah, you're right. You're right. That is exactly what I expected.
So
Hell yeah. No, I definitely can't wait for more of that with Salazar.
as we start, trying to pick you apart because I love that Salazar gave me a bunch of stuff.
Oh shit. What? Yo, Salazar, stop planting bugs in my house, man.
you got into photography. I want to talk a little bit about your photography.
Oh, sure.
So you got into photography said about around 2010. Like what style of photography do you get into? Your eyes.
I was expecting you to say like 2024 or some shit. Like, so yes, I was it 2010 though? Okay, so a bunch of years back, I was living in Utica, New York, and I don't know. It was it was a very big change of pace. I live in New York City. Well, I did prior to, and then I ended up moving back. So I live in New York City, which it's just concrete and tall buildings. It is what it is. But then you go to Utica, and there's more grass, more nature, and stuff like that. So I couldn't help want to like capture some of that, and like seeing things like graffiti on like the side of like a train in like an abandoned kind of station and stuff like that, and taking a picture of that. Like I don't know, it was almost like capturing something that many people probably wouldn't see. It felt like I was capturing something that meant something to someone or a few other people at some point or another. I don't know. It's just I like to capture something that like if it speaks to me essentially.
Okay, so no, I respect that. I think that's cool. Especially, I've never been to New York City, so anything that most people capture outside of the traditional Statue of Liberty, Twin Tower Memorial, all of that,
Yeah.
I'm like, I want to see that. I would rather see the actual real part of New York.
Yeah.
Like if you were to ask me, "Hey dude, you know where you live? Go show me the hidden parts of New Mexico." I'd just show you a cactus cuz we don't really have much out here.
Hey, you can take a picture of that pizza on the roof of the from Breaking Bad, man. You can.
Bro, that I feel so bad for that lady. I'm so glad she's selling that house.
I do too. Dude. I'm like that was one of my first realizations that like, okay, sometimes fandoms ain't shit. Like, god dang, bro. It was in a show. You like the show, but you don't mean you got to go over there and take a damn picture of the house every chance y'all get. Like, Jesus. I think they would show up to her house too.
So they would show up. So she had a fence built around the house. They broke the fence. So she had to get security. It's New Mexico, dog. I 100% believe that it wasn't even a fan at that point. I feel like it was just a crackhead. And then it was damn. And then like celebrities would try to come. So then she's like, "No, I don't care who you are." And they'd be like, "But this is the Breaking Bad house." And it's like nobody gives a shit at this point. And then it would get to the point then when people would come down for the conventions, they'd be like, "Oh, we want to do a tour." People would try to sell a tour to go to her house. And they're like, "We'll drive by the house." And it's like $50 per person. And people are shelling out that money. Finally, this lady's like, "I'm just selling it. I'm getting rid of this."
Yeah, at that point, you know what? If I was her, I'd double down and be like, you know what? You want a tour? All right. You can tour the house, but you got to pay me. I don't live here no more, but you got to pay me. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck it. Because it's like, geez.
Demolish the house out of spite.
Just demolish it and then just like leave like an empty pizza box where it once stood.
Exactly. 100%. I would demolish it and then just leave. Here was the house from Breaking Bad.
Here lies Breaking Bad. Here lies Walter White.
Oh God. Just Bryan Cranston dead on the floor. Like, oh, I didn't mean that. No.
Oh no. They didn't tell me they filmed the finale here too. God damn it.
Why is he still smiling? It's been forever.
Why does he still look the same as when he died? Who embalmed him? He just has like cotton inside of him.
Oh God, he's stuffed at this point.
Taxidermy Bryan Cranston is fucking insane.
That's wild. We killed off Bryan Cranston in 2026. I feel bad for them. I would love if he actually, when this turns into a clip, I would love if he liked it. that'd be a goal. That would be badass.
But we can assure you, we don't want you to get taxidermied. We just think in concept, it's kind of funny. That's all. In concept, not in execution. Please, nobody try to stuff.
Nobody. Whoa!
Don't try to stuff Bryan Cranston. Do not try to stuff Bryan Cranston. Okay. Whatever you do, in any form or which way.
We went a little wild there for a second. Don't try to stuff the man. It's like, whoa.
It was the night. Listen, it was the most potent meth known to man. It was bound to have us say some crazy shit.
Oh shit, man. So going into content creation, like, what is a big goal for you, dude? Like, what is something that you're actively trying to do in this space, because you're doing it very well?
So honestly, it's like this is something I talk with myself a lot. I do a lot of like, retrospective kind of like, hey, what are we doing right now, James? Like, and like, I wanna just honestly to sum it up into like the simplest terms I can. I just want to make cool shit that people like. That's really all it is. Because like, Plano probably hasn't mentioned it. I do have a third and potentially Plano doesn't know about the fourth, but there is a third channel I'm trying to do with a brand that I'm trying to create called, I'll tell you what it is after this, because I haven't put a trademark on this yet. I ain't letting somebody get me. But no, and it was just gonna be like I like horror. I love horror. I think horror is one of the greatest, I guess you could say, like, creations ever, because it could just do so much. Horror has so many genres and subgenres. Horror doesn't even have to even be serious. You got movies like Seed of Chucky and shit like that, where it's like you can still watch it and have a good time, but it's obviously taking a more comedic approach, And yeah, I just want to tell cool horror stories and stuff like that on an up and coming third channel, and I want to do it in interesting ways. Because one thing I like to do is I like to write little horror short stories. I've been trying to get better with my writing. I've been doing more art and stuff like that to get better with my artwork and stuff. So I have something I want to do with all that at some point. But yeah, mostly I just want to make cool shit that people like. That's what it boils down to.
Yeah, I just interviewed a game developer. He's coming out with a game, Project Songbird, and that's his horror. That's his way into. Well, he already has done horror games, but that's kind of his little passion project right there. And I like it. I like talking to people about horror because it is fun and it is exciting. We got into a whole horror movie thing there, talking about found footage because I'm weird and I like the found footage stuff.
I love found footage. When it's done right, it's done right. Like, just the idea that you're witnessing something, like, even like, obviously when you go to see a movie, it's a movie, but the idea that you're watching something that just happened to be found and tells a story of something or a group of people going through something, it's really interesting. It's like the last recorded moments of such and such. It's real interesting. It's dark, but it's interesting.
Oh yeah, that's like a goal of mine one day, is I want to do a found footage movie, because I think that I think it would just be fun. And even if it wasn't the best, it's something that it's like I did my own, and that's ultimately the goal. But no, I think if you're doing something horror related, it'll work. It'll be fun. I think that out of all the fan bases of everything in the world, I think the most understanding are horror fans, and I have to say that.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like, there's just so much to it. Like, one thing I will say that, like, one thing I do notice, there is, like, within the horror communities as a whole, like, whether that be gaming, movies, or all of the above, like, there's some people who feel like some things that are part of horror shouldn't be, but it's like, even from like when horror originated, like, there is just so much, so many different types of it. Like, people think that horror is silly now, but like, obviously they haven't been around to watch things like The Leprechaun. Like, come on, like, horror's always had its silly foot in the door, but people like to pretend like it was never the case just because, things like characters like Jason and Michael got highlighted the most. Like, even they're silly to some degree, especially once you get to the later parts of their sequels. Like Jason has a whole ass telepathic freaking nemesis in one of the films. Like, she literally has telepathy. But we draw the line at fucking, let me see. What have people been complaining about lately? Oh yeah. We draw the line at at animatronic mascots having children's souls in it. Like,
Yeah.
bro, it's kind of like horror, man. It goes through so many different avenues. And if you really think about it, if you went to a Chuck E. Cheese and Chucky's walking up to you and you find out years later that, oh, there was a child who died in there and that animatronic hasn't worked in years, but it approached you, you're gonna look back at them and be like, yeah, I didn't die, it didn't scare me or nothing, but that's still pretty creepy. I think people forget that a concept can be creepy. The movie doesn't even have to be all that creepy, but if you really sit there and think and juggle the idea of the concept, it's creepy. Like, it just is. But people like to, like, if it doesn't fit a, as they say, horror mold, and it gets dismissed by some people.
And like this year, let alone, we're gonna be blessed with a bunch of horror movies.
Oh hell yeah!
Come here in like a week. We're getting Whistle, and I'm super excited for that.
Whistle, which one's that one?
So it is a bunch of high school kids always.
Let's go.
Stumble upon a Aztec death whistle somehow and start playing with it always, and then they're just gonna die, and I'm like, that's great. I love that.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that's the thing about horror. Like everyone wants to say, oh, this movie doesn't have gore. That's another thing. That's another discussion we can have. Horror movies, like certain fans have a bit of an obsession with the horror movies having gore, and I don't know. For me, I don't mind gore. I don't mind it. I love Terrifier, but like, I also like it when you can put a death on screen. Even if you show me a little bit of blood, but if you can show me a death on screen, and I'm still like, damn, then you've done your job. Like, it doesn't need to have massive amounts of gore. It just doesn't.
What we were talking about when I was interviewing Connor Rush, we talked about Hereditary, and that's a great movie too. Is there's not a lot of gore. I mean, other than the sister losing her head, literally. It was. I know that's wild, but it's mostly
lost her mind, buddy.
And then he just like goes home and just lays in bed. I was like, what is this bullshit? Holy shit.
Yeah, it's that's what I'm saying. It's just so great to see just wacky wild kills happen, like fucking Wally's Wonderland is another fucking film that I have to see that one again because I didn't get to see it fully, but like it's just a silly horror film with animatronics killing people. Like, it's just with Nicolas Cage, who is a silent protagonist throughout the entire film. If you haven't seen that film, the absolute goat.
I love it. I love the way that horror can transcend multiple things and bring people together, but also set people apart. And it's things like Terrifier that people are like, oh, that shit crosses lines, but I still gotta watch. Which I've never seen the Terrifier movies. I'm gonna be 100% honest.
Really? I'll tell you right now, it's a gore fest, and it's. I can see like for some people that's not really like all that fun. He's just killing a bunch of people, but it definitely caters more to a specific crowd of like old school slasher horror fans and stuff like that. But there is a plot, like a plot that's slowly making its way. The next film is supposed to be the final one, so we're gonna see how that all ties up. I won't spoil nothing if that's something you definitely do plan on watching.
I think because me and Salazar, we've talked about doing something with all you guys so that we can start reacting and doing more things, which we'll talk about later this month.
Okay.
We have our little
Avengers, powwow,
little Avengers meeting. I'll bring the ayahuasca. We're gonna see everything.
I'll bring the butcher. I'll bring the butcher knife.
Oh god, he's gonna bring the buckshot too that you just used.
Oh yeah.
But
I'm trying to
love...
get to know you all.
Oh my god, that's the team building.
I get to know you, the ins and outs of everybody. What?
Oh god,
I'm a very literal person.
One thing I do want to talk to you about is how did you meet Erebus and Bacon?
Okay, so Erebus one, I like to look at this one a little fondly because like that boy he about to cross over into like, what is he at? He's at 2K subs already?
Yeah, he's at 2. He's catching up to you.
Yeah. I'm pretty confident that him and Bacon are gonna fly past me at some point because like they are fucking killing it.
Mm-hmm.
Like they are absolutely killing it. Like Bacon, like, okay, so let me start here. With Arabus, I met him on Twitter. One day I just saw his post because one of our kind of, I guess you could say, he was a member of the community. Fabian, shout out to Fabian. He hasn't been, I don't know where he's been. I don't know if he left Twitter because it's a cesspool now, but hey man, we forget about you. He retweeted Erebus pretty much, you know, saying like he's like 9 or so subs away from 100. And I'm like, oh fuck, I want to help this guy out.
Mm-hmm.
So I retweeted it. I went and I subscribed to him and stuff like that. And you know, kind of the rest is history. Eventually, I started seeing him more in the communities and stuff. And I'm pretty sure that's how I met Bacon because what it was is like we all knew the same people. Like, cause let me see. So I knew Question Kid. She does like content over on YouTube as well as she streams on Twitch. And I would join her streams. I would join Alice Pica, who was another content creator. And like we would be in each other's, that would be in the chats and stuff like that. And just kind of one thing led to another. But with Erebus, it was definitely the me subscribing to him. That's when me and him kind of first interacted and stuff. Yeah, and it was cool. Like I really wanted to help somebody out because it's like getting that first 100. It's like it feels like the hardest thing ever. Even on my second channel, I'm almost there, but it's it's work, you know, like because you gotta get known and stuff like that. You know, some people they'll say like it's the easiest thing in the world, but it's like it really does depend on a lot of different factors. And you know, not everyone wants to follow the as you know, so like some people like they'll give advice on how to grow on YouTube and shit like that, but not everyone wants to follow the same like route that someone else took. They want to do it their own way. And so like it, you know, I just wanted to help him out. So it's really cool to see him like where he's at now. And he's killing it over on fucking TikTok. That TikTok is his bitch. Like like yo, that shit was like I remember when I first saw it and I'm just like, holy crap. Okay, yeah, he's the one who inspired me to start putting my clips out more because I was just doing shorts for a while, and then eventually I'm like, oh, I see the homies succeeding over there, and then I start to see other homies doing it too. So I'm like, fuck it, I'll post my shit over there. But yeah, with Bacon, I'm pretty sure like it was just you know we all knew a lot of the same people, and Arabus included, because I didn't know they knew each other.
Mm-hmm.
And so it all kind of just linked like throughout the community. We just all just kind of found each other.
Okay, so I like that. It's a cool story, and I'm currently going through that struggle. So I showed Salazar my other old channels, that I let die basically, and they're all over 100, and I'm like, this grind kind of sucks again to go through. I hate it.
It does. It really does. It's because it's like, you know, kind of latch onto an algorithm and stuff like that. But, you know, sometimes I feel like it'll be the thing you least expect to blow up. For example, on the gaming channel, you know, did Salazar happen to share with you what the biggest video is on the gaming channel?
Not on the gaming channel, just the reaction one.
I'm gonna need it. Where's the geek bar? I'm gonna need a pull for this one.
Oh no. 11,000 people.
11,000 people tuned into me reacting to a Peppa Pig video game. That reaction was strictly for the meme. Strictly for the meme. I had no real intents on playing it. After I saw how big it did, I was like, all right, I might actually end up playing it while drunk. Never ended up doing it, but it's like 11,000 people.
11,000 people to your reaction of Peppa Pig is by far one of the wildest things. And then it goes to Death Stranding 2.
I wanted the Death Stranding 2. Dude, I wanted Death Stranding 2 to overtake that throne because Death Stranding 1 and 2 are games I love those games to death. So I'm like, please overtake this fucking catastrophe. But no. Fucking Peppa Pig is still flexing on all my other videos.
I don't even know what to say to that, dude. Like, I have no idea.
If you ever wondered like what are some of the traumas I deal with, that's one of them. I have to click on my most viewed thing and see that one as the top one each time. And I'm like, I have to give myself some props. I'm like, well, you know what? You edited as best you could. It's like bullshit.
And that's the way I look at it too, is like, okay, how many people are in a room looking at this video compared to this video? And then just seeing that from your perspective, it's like, how many people would be in a room if me, you, and Bacon were all together? Okay, that many views. How many people would be in a room solely just to watch this man react to Peppa Pig? Is the size of a basketball stadium is wild.
You know what? That's what I gotta do one day. I just gotta like, I ever hit it big, just like rent out a basketball stadium, and that's when I'll play Peppa Pig. Bam, on the big screen.
There's enough people that would do it just for the meme. That would watch it buy a ticket just for the meme.
Hey, for the meme it goes. You know, like I'm cool with that. It's just crazy. Every time I look at it, I'm like 11K. 11K. Holy shit.
I want to talk a little bit about some things in your history with gaming. One in particular is why it took you 10 hours to beat Sans.
Oh, Salazar, you gonna throw that? You gonna throw that in there? You know why it took 10 hours to beat Sans? Because Sans is a fucking monster. You gotta memorize that entire battle from beginning to end. And like one thing I will say is playing Undertale on console is not as easy as it seems. Because while you can use the directional buttons or the analog to move your little character, you know, I guess being on PC would be a lot easier to be able to dodge, you know, the moves and stuff like that. But yeah, on console, on analog, it was rough. And I sat there on this metal foldable chair. You know, I'd get up whenever I had to use the bathroom to get something to drink. But I sat there for 10 hours and finally beat it. It literally beat him at like near the 10-hour mark. Yeah, it was nuts.
And then the next thing, which it's one of my favorite, it's my favorite game series of all time. Why did you lock yourself from dodging Xemnas's beams in Kingdom Hearts 2? And yes, Salazar was like, I'm gonna bring this up. What does he mean by lock out? I can't even figure out what he...
Okay. So I was using one of the drive forms in the fight, and you know that part when all the laser beams surround Riku and Sora and you gotta like hit the buttons. So as I'm hitting the buttons, I see Riku deflecting attacks. Sora isn't. You know why? Because the game is forcing me to get out of the drive form before I can do it. Oh, poor Sora just getting beaten like he stole something, and I couldn't do anything about it. So I had to do the whole fight over. I had to do the whole fight over again. And it was on proud mode. And if you ask anybody, they'll tell you I don't really grind in games like that. I take my punishment like a little boy who stole from his father. I just take it. I just take the punishment until I figure it out. And that's how I did that entire game. And it was the most. I was gonna say it was the most stressful, but no, Dream Drop Distance is definitely the most stressful Kingdom Hearts game to ever exist. Fuck that game in all of its entirety. Because
it's so
why?
fun though. I love my little Pokemon.
I love my little Pokemon too, but one thing you really do need to grind in that game because the boss rush near the end is abusive.
Yes, it is, but it's so fun.
Dude, Xemnas was beating my ass. So it's like it was like a round 2 of Kingdom Hearts 2. It's just like, all right, put your dukes up, man. On proud mode, I did all of them except for the first game on proud mode, and I barely. Yeah, it was rough. It was rough.
If Salazar's the one editing this episode, because I don't know if he's going to want to, I hope he puts that scene when you said I was just taking my beatings like a boy that deserved them. I hope he puts that scene from Real Steel where it's Anthony Mackie going, get up, bitch, and take that beating like a man when the two robots are fighting. I would love that. That'd be badass.
Oh, dude, Real Steel's a good film. Fuck. I've only seen it once in my life, but it is a good fucking film. Deserve a sequel.
Very much so, and it will never, and I hate that. And Chris Jericho tried to do something on the Sci-Fi Channel with it, and that was weird.
I heard about that. It wasn't good.
No, well, I mean, so the funniest part about that show is like, I get the whole concept. Robot boxing was starting to get big. People were like, oh, this would be cool. Real Steel was making tons of money. So Chris Jericho was like, cool, I'll be the host of Real Robot Boxing or some whatever. And all it is like, you're in the suit, but it's not a robot suit, and you're extended out. It's like if you're sliding the Rock'em Sock'em robots forward, and they're all different shapes, and they have different all this. And I was like,
for all that, he could have just pulled a Five Nights at Freddy's, put them all into an animatronic suit, and actually have them go at it. For all that,
yes. And it's like, oh, so they can't actually like physically walk. You have to move them forward and then punch. And your your partner is it's like Mario Kart Double Dash if it sucked. That's all it was.
Nah, he should have waited a few more years when the technology was at the point where we can actually just have the robot just walk up to him. That would be dope to watch on TV.
We're getting to that with whatever that Elon's building, and I'm super scared at this point. I don't want iRobot. I don't want to get attacked.
If I have a funny like take on like the AI, like the AI scare. Like everyone thinks that like Skynet and some shit's gonna happen and stuff like that. If you want my honest opinion, I don't think that any of that would ever happen. I think that accidentally people have watched those films and kind of instilled that own fear in themselves. I don't think because like I've thought about it. I try to think things in a very logical way. My girlfriend hates that sometimes because like we'll be in the middle of an argument. I'd be like, well, technically, and now I'm in the doghouse. But like, it's essentially like I don't see I feel like technology would never see it. I feel like if we ever do have a situation where an AI or something is overthrowing or trying to overthrow people or start shit, one really deep search into it, we're gonna learn that it was a human controlling the robot that started it all, and it was just a person trying to instigate the hatred towards robots by controlling one. That's what I genuinely think. If we ever do have an AI or robot upbringing or trying to overthrow, I think it's just it was a human who did it and used them as a tool. As they say, guns don't hurt people, people do. I don't think robots are gonna hurt anyone. I think people are gonna continue to be the ones.
Out of nowhere, we just see a robot just throw somebody, and we're like, that. I'm gonna be like, James, you're wrong. They're attacking.
I'm be like, no, check his hardware. Check he's Bluetooth linked to somebody. It's like some guy like 2 blocks away hiding behind a trash can. he has like VR goggles on and shit.
I'd be like, wow, that's wild, dog. You spent that much money? Jesus Christ, brother.
Look good. Hey man, you be like one thing is you learn like people spend a massive amount of money on some of the like craziest shit sometimes. Like when I found out that what does he do? Beatboxer Verbalize spent 50K on a fucking on a an animation of him.
What
no! Was it?
Oh, it was has been. It was no.
Yes!
No.
Yes.
Oh.
50K on that animation is insane.
Oh my god.
50K.
Oh.
So I see if this is no hate towards him. That man, he beatboxes like a legend. You could spend as much money as you want on whatever you want. But if he wants to spend 50K on that, I can see somebody spending 100, if not more, K to pretend to be a robot to start some shit. I can see it.
Okay, so I one thing I'm gonna say on that is, you got the money, cool. You that's what you're into. Oh, no doubt. That's fine. You chose Charlie Morningstar from Hazbin Hotel is just the part. I think that's the part where everybody's like, she ain't even human, dog. That's just wild. That's like, you didn't even pick an anime character. You didn't pick anything remotely human when you made that. What is wrong with you, dog? Like, no.
He's like, why do you think I spent so much? I didn't want a human.
I like that goat feet, and that's the weird part about it.
Hey, he had fun playing fucking Undertale. Toriel showed up with her goat mama self, and he was just like, he was just there like, god damn.
Heavy breathing. Heavy breathing, just, oh, I want the hooves.
Oh, I want to get into the fur.
Oh god. Oh god.
I want to know what it feels like.
No. I want her to step on me. It's like, oh no. Oh Jesus.
Oh, I'll have some of your cinnamon. What is it? Butterscotch cinnamon pie. Ooh.
I was like, where are you going with this cinnamon?
Oh, it's not. We still in the. Wait, I'm still referencing Undertale. Hey, I ain't talking about that kind of pie, man. Although Verbalize might. He might be talking about that.
So I do want to talk a little bit about your art too, dude, because I just got sent some pictures, and you can draw. What?
Verbalize?
No, not no. I got some.
No. Because like I said Verbalize, and she Gladys was.
Oh,
like, okay. Verbalize. I'm like, oh damn! Not only did I put him out there again, I butchered his name. My bad.
It's okay. It's okay. He wanted to bang the daughter of Satan. It's all good. We're fine. Or Lucifer. We're fine there. It's all.
I think maybe that's what it was. It had nothing to do with what creature she was. He just wants to bang a demon. That's it.
It's like there's so that. Okay, I don't want to sound like the weird one. I don't want to sound. I was just gonna say there's so many other things you could have done, and you chose that character. That's.
I don't know. I don't know much about Hazbin Hotel. Is she of age?
She's I mean, she is the daughter of Lucifer, so she is. I don't think she has an age exactly. She's been around forever.
Fair enough. So he's, one could argue he's the one being groomed then, but
whoa!
I turned the tables. The tables have been flipped.
How the turntables. Oh,
Izzy Pop, you have a lot to answer for. Verbalize is innocent.
So one thing I do want to ask is how do you promote your channel? How have you been promoting all your stuff? Do you actually like go to conventions? Do you just post on your regular social media? Like, what do you do?
Social media. I haven't gone to a single convention. I've been doing this for so long. I do plan on changing that. Yeah, just social media, Twitter, now TikTok. I have like a channel for the Instagram. I have an Instagram for the channel and stuff that I've been posting clips on there as well. I hate Facebook, but I'm thinking about like making a Facebook just to post more stuff on there. Yeah, that's really mostly what it is and stuff like that. Is just social media.
And then what? Because you said you've really been doing this for like the last 5 or 6 years. You've been doing it.
Yeah, that's when I've really.
But you've been hitting it hard. What was the point in which you were like, "Yo, dog, this might actually be something"?
Um, honestly, it was when I was still living in New York. It's before I went to it's years before I went to Utica, but I was streaming the Walking Dead games. Shout out to Bacon. He just finished season 3. He's on his way to season 4 this coming week. Hold on, which flavor of Mountain Dew was that?
It is diet, just diet regular.
Honestly, diet people downplay Diet Mountain Dew is actually like a solid flavor.
Is.
Like I don't know how they did it, because every other soda I have diet for, other than Coke.
Yeah,
Coke is that one's pretty addictive, but all the other ones, I don't know, it just don't hit.
They don't hit.
But yeah, like I was playing that and started getting that's how that was is because of that series that I got to like my first like 300 subs and stuff. I was stuck on like 80 something. I was uploading videos and stuff. I didn't know shit about promo. I didn't know. I was just making videos, and then I streamed The Last of Us, the first game. Had fun with that. I'm like, all right, cool. The Walking Dead, the final season was gonna come out soon, so I'm like, oh shit, I should replay the originals for the channel and see how that goes. And season 1 did great. Season 2 did great. 3 did great. Then I got to the final season, and it was good. I had like a community and stuff like that built around that and stuff. But as usual, like I changed the course of what I'm doing very consistently. So like I lost momentum because I changed the course of what I do and stuff. So, you know, but that was like when I was like, okay, I could actually do this thing. You know, that was like the first kind of that felt like the first. It didn't feel like it was like the universe was just giving it to me. It was kind of like the universe just kind of like flicking me in the forehead and be like, see, you could do this. You have the potential to. It's all, you know. It kind of just gave the idea that like nothing's impossible.
Mm-hmm.
Because before that, I was uploading videos and stuff like that. They weren't really popping off or nothing like that. So that was my first big thing. But after that, like honestly, it just kind of, it's more of a, like my mindset on it now isn't even like will do it. It's more like just keep working hard. You know, like I it's weird. It's like I'll see people like, you know, they achieve something great. They'll talk about it. They'll tweet about it. Be super hype about it. And like I'm super nonchalant. Like they're like honestly, a lot of people probably wouldn't even know that like I reached certain milestones on the channel if I didn't say them, because I'm just very to myself a lot of the time. Like, which is something I'm trying to change. That's why, you know, like even doing this interview is part of me like trying to change and be more social. Thank you. It's like there's a word there, and I can't. Yeah, so this is kind of part of that in a sense. Yeah, like you know, it's definitely more like a just keep working hard and just see where it goes, try new ideas and stuff. And you know and you know with the new group, how you know we have our little Avengers meeting and stuff like that. Like I think that's a cool way for all of us to kind of bounce ideas off of one another and see what works and what doesn't and things like that. So it's cool. Like I'm treating it more like a I was gonna say I'm treating it more like a job, but I think I've always treated it like a job. Like it's second nature, even when I hate doing it. Like, and that sounds weird, but it's like I have literally sat down and edited. All right, you know what? Let me give you an example. The Five Nights at Freddy's videos on the YouTube channel. Like, I did the first game, second game, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. I streamed all of those on Twitch. Those each were multi-hour streams. When you go to see the first video, that one's just the first game only. That's like 17 minutes. Second one, I think like 18 minutes. Third one, I think another 16 or 17. And you know, as the games went on, it got a little longer. But essentially, they're less than a fragment of the time that it took to actually stream all these. Like I edited that final one, the sixth one, which was 3 whole streams. I edited that shit for days. Like that's the thing. A lot of my videos, like I would have edited for days, weeks even, before uploading them, and stuff like that. So like, you know, there's like a lot of work that goes in on the background of the channel. It may like that's the thing. Like the way I see it is like a lot of people like probably see it as, oh, he's just uploading videos, but like I edit like a motherfucker. Like right now, I like Salazar is editing something for me, which it took a long time for me to be able to be like, sure, you can do it, you know, because I tend to be very hands on. But yeah, like I've edited I've edited very long streams into like very manageable watch times, and like it's taken its toll, but like it's become such a habitual thing for me that like I can't just not be doing it, if that makes any sense. Like I could have had a shitty day at work. Say I get home, say hello to everyone, eat something, and eventually I'm back on here and I'm making clips or I'm editing something or I'm making new emotes. Like there's always something I'm doing. Like I've kind of set my brain to like always work on something for the channel. Like that's just kind of how I am. I need to do that for the other channels because I haven't uploaded on the second one in a few weeks, but I need to hardwire all those. Yeah, like that's I kind of just hardwired myself into being like, okay, you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to do this. Hey, you haven't uploaded in a few days, do something. You know, like that's kind of how I become. And if I don't do them, I'm kind of miserable. Like legit, I'm kind of miserable. It's the duality of man, where it's like, I might not be happy with how the videos come out, but if I'm not working on them, at least I feel like I'm not even taking the chance. You know what I mean? Like that's the idea. Is like when you're uploading something or streaming something, the idea is, hey, this can be something big. At the very least, try to make it something fun for yourself. Like that's something I've been working on, is making sure that I'm having fun and not always thinking about the numbers side of things. But the reality is I think a lot, and that making it fun for myself more has been kind of the main focus. So like when we shot Peak and stuff like that, that was fun. Like, so I've been trying to do more fun stuff, so I'm not so like you know. So that's sort of the thing. I just hardwired myself into just content funneling machine. I've even edited for a couple of the other dudes. I edited a little something for Bacon not so long ago when he was doing Banjo-Kazooie. I made thumbnails for the guys and stuff like that. Like I like just doing content stuff. Like, and I even feel like a sense of pride whenever like I edit something for someone or I make a thumbnail for someone and they're really happy with it. Like I like to give back. This sounds weird. I'm a very giving person. You know, I try to like just help out the homies where I can and stuff like that, because I don't know, it's like, why not? You know, that so like making thumbnails and stuff like that, it's I've become very proficient, I think, at them, mainly because my brain is just, you gotta make it happen, James. You gotta do it.
Yeah, I was gonna say too, we played Peak together. Like that was the first time we've ever actually made content, not this. Pulling the curtain behind for everybody. Haha, we've already touched tips.
I was gonna say the same shit. See, now it has to happen for real now.
Oh yeah, it will. It will eventually. Eventually, one day.
When it happens, they just a glow starts to emit.
Wonder Twins activate.
It's like when they do the fusion dance, and then they kind of get like, or like thrusted into one another at the end of it, but like instead we're naked. It's just bam.
We'll keep the socks on. It'll be straight. It'll be fine. It'll be okay. No problems.
Yeah. Oh, my socks got holes in them, so.
But
yeah, just let you know.
Even that, like Peak, and that was fun. And then I noticed when you were the first one to put your POV out, and 17 minutes is what you had it, and I was like, okay, cool. Like this dude just wants it out, and now he's gonna chop our 2-hour session into like 4, 5, 6 episodes, and I was like, that's fucking cool. I like that.
Well, actually, it's two. It's two videos in total. Because during our second and third attempts, there is definitely a lot of like area where I kind of just I was climbing on the wrong side. I was climbing on the left of the entire island trying to see if there was anything over there. There was nothing there.
Yeah, no. So like the second time, because the first time you and Bacon are like, absolutely, you are working together, trying to get through. I'm going up. I'm like, cool. Let me make sure and try to find a way. The second time you just left, I was like, oh, I'm in charge of Bacon. Oh, fuck. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I was just like, well, I think I could find some stuff. Yeah, I didn't know that the left side has like nothing. It's just barren. I'm like, oh, well, that's at least I learned this.
Well, that's
But
the
yeah.
bad part is that it'll change. So the next time we play, all different because it procedurally generates and then we're not going to have the forest the next time. Maybe depending on when we play, we'll have
So
a different.
even the forest can change.
Like, yeah, they switch out. So the first one is always the same, which is the island.
Yeah.
The next 3 always switch out. So you never know what.
So we happen to get the same one as the second location just by happenstance.
Yeah.
We got that 3 times in a row. I was like, oh, so I thought I figured that's just the route it went. Okay.
I had never been through that forest. I had never been there. So that's why I was like, oh fuck, I can't really help y'all. Cause I don't know what I'm doing. Like I have no and so when the zombie came the first time, that's why you heard me screaming. I was like,
I love that.
I have no fucking idea.
That clip is going on TikTok and YouTube. You know, the title's gonna be like, I heard one of my best friends die.
Yeah, basically, that's what happened, dude. And I'm screaming for you because you were the closest behind me. Bacon's so far gone because of the wind. I'm like, I have no idea. Yeah, I thought he was gone.
You know, I was like, you know, okay. Well, I'm gonna say right now, you can plan out if you're the one editing this. Cut this. So originally, the way the video ended, I was just gonna end it at like I got a new hat, bam, outro. But I thought like, okay, since it's gonna be a sequel, a second episode, I should like lead up to it. So I had us be at the airport. I'm like, guys, I had this nightmare, and you were like, I had that same dream, but why was Bacon the last one alive? And I was like, that's how you know it was a nightmare. And I'm like, I thought about cutting that because I'm like, is somebody going to see this and assume that this is a race joke?
Yeah.
I was like, oh fuck. I'm pretty sure Bacon didn't see it like. Yeah, I'm like Bacon didn't see it like that. We didn't see it like that, but I feel like some other motherfucker
somebody will see it like that.
But I was like, fuck it. Listen, if push comes to shove, Bacon's gonna let them know, like, hey,
yeah,
we was all playing the game together. It's not that deep. We are all amateurish at the game. That's the joke. But I was like, do I cut this? But I was like, nah. Like this is part of our journey. We say how it goes, you know. Yeah, so that was just a funny thing. Actually, you know, I guess that's not even that deep. That could still stay in there. That's not that deep.
No, like it was fun. I can't wait until we do more things because I'm like, oh shit, this is actually gonna be fun. And it's a great way to just keep promoting. That's why I'm like, yo, I want to do an episode, all 4 of us just talking shit.
Yeah.
Once a month. I think that is good. Plus, like even when we did Crash Pad with Erebus, it was a good way for us to just shut everything down, shut the world away, and just be like, all right, cool. We're gonna all 3 of us, we've never watched wrestling with each other before. We're gonna do it. And that was awesome. That was fun.
It's funny because like I haven't watched, like I used to watch like Friday Night SmackDown back when I was like when I was a yee lad with my mom, but like I dropped off of like wrestling like years ago and stuff like that. But like even then I still had to I had to watch all y'all's reactions and discussing it. Like what I like about when you guys talk about it is that even for someone who doesn't watch it, you're still kind of in the know. Mm-hmm. And so like hearing everyone's reaction to what's going on was hilarious. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, the 3 of y'all are like a great like synergy there. And I love the short stack. Dude.
Oh god. Oh man, when I got excited too, hearing Salazar be like, tone it down a little. I'm like, nope. No, my lady is okay. She does not get jealous because when Rhea comes out, I don't exist, and that's fine. I've accepted where I am in this great world.
Hey, listen. Hey, that you know, and that comfortability with your partner is important. You know, a lot of people be like, "Well, that's weird," but it's normal. Like,
yeah, it just happens.
Like,
it happens, and it's like, a good way to do it.
Listen, whenever a new Marvel rival skin comes out for one of the girls or even like the dudes, if it's good, I feel like the girl skins are usually way better than the guys. I don't know. Yeah. That's just me. Yeah, or maybe that's my gooner brain. I don't know. But like a girl be like, "Oh damn, she look good." And I'm not over here like, wait, hold on now. Just throws my mouse at the wall. Whoa, hold on now. You know.
No, I get
shit,
it.
but, like,
I get it. It's funny too because I'll be like, oh my god, especially with Marvel Rivals, dude. Because I don't like playing in ranked. I just like playing. And
yeah.
like when Rogue came out and the Savage Land skin came out, I went and I was like, oh my god, dinosaurs! I'm so excited. That's the dinosaur thing. And she goes, oh yeah, Rogue looks good. And I was like, oh, I don't really care. It's like the dinosaur.
No.
Like
It's funny. It's
I
funny.
know it's coming.
It's funny. You and me, shit. Literally, me and your girlfriend had the same mindset. I saw that skin. I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, well, where are my glasses at? I was just like, Rogue? That you? I was like, yeah, I bought that shit immediately. I don't even use her. I just wanted the skin. It's a nice motivator for me. You know, or like the Emma skins. Oh.
I got
I
which one's the black one where her hair's curly?
Oh,
I got
the
that
X,
one.
the X Force one.
Yeah,
That
I have
one,
that
yeah.
one. I have that one.
Yeah, I have that one, and I have one of the newer ones. Not the newest. The newest one looks pretty good though, but like one of the newer ones that she had kind of like this futuristic kind of style and stuff like that. And I was like, she has like a skirt on, but it's like see through, and I'm just like, like hold on now, and enhance. My eyes just start zooming in. Enhance.
Whoa! I can see. It's like, oh damn.
You see the cellulite. Yeah. Like it gets listen, it gets real crazy on the Marvel Rival streets. I'm sweating before the matches even start, bro. Like it's bad.
See, the funniest part is when it first came out, I was like, cool. When Overwatch first came out, I grinded that shit like crazy. I was like, I want to do it esports. I want to be this. And then now that I'm older, I was like, Marvel Rivals is coming out. If I lock in, I can grind. And then I realized how sweaty it was going to be. And I was like, you know what? I'm older. I'm just going to play. I don't even care. If I piss somebody off, that's the best part.
You know, like, here's the thing. When it came out, Season 0 was perfect.
Yes.
No one knew how the game was. So everyone was learning. I was pretty good at it just right off the bat. So I was like, hey, this is great. Season 1 rolls around, and apparently, like, all the sweat lords were they just spawned into the fucking room like it was fucking dark. So I felt like I walked through the fog.
Yes.
Because now everyone's beating my ass. And I'm just like, But then my teammates, my random ass teammates, it's like they just installed the shit. How does a free game have Christmas noobs? Explain that. Like, it was, I can barely play that game. I play it with my girl, but it's so stressful. I'm just like, yo, I'm giving you heals here, bro. Kill them. Like, yeah, it's bad. That game is sweaty as hell.
Oh yeah, especially when I'll play as Punisher and people will be like, "Oh, you don't know how to play the game. You're absolutely then. I have no idea how to play the game. I may not even aim correctly." And then I'll go Iron Man and I'll do pretty good and I'll be like, "All right, cool, shut up." And then if people piss me off in chat, cool, we're going Punisher. You know what? We'll go Scarlet Witch. I've never tried her. Let's go Iron Fist. I don't know him at all. Let's go random characters I don't know, and I will piss people off.
Oh shit! Deadpool just came out. Don't mind if I do. since we want to be talking shit. Hey, you ever had a noob fucking Deadpool on your team? Well, you're about to find out what that's like, fucko. Like, yeah, no, it's they get real nasty in the chats in there, man. Like, just by using a player that they don't approve of, it's like, dude. None of us paid for this game. It's all free. Like, like what are you coming at me for, bro? The game is free. Like, it'd be one thing if we were playing like some paid for game and I'm over here ruining your stats. But no, this is a free game, bro. Like you can't be this mad over a free game, man.
I love it. I can't wait to hear god damn. I can't wait to hear Bacon and Erebus because they're actually doing really well on it and they're gonna be like, y'all are the worst. I would love all four of us to do it. Because the first time somebody talks shit, I'm going Jeff, and I don't give a fuck at that point.
You know what? I'm gonna bring up Erebus. Erebus, a bunch of months back, bro. You was doing good as Hawkeye, but I'd argue that don't need that much skill to be able to just go back to back. Like you missed the first 8 times that you caught him with the knife, man. All right. Well, I mean, he don't even use Hawkeye no more, so this is old shit. He going to see the shit and be like, I don't even use him no more, James. That's exactly what he's gonna say. I don't even use him no more, James. And I'm be like, well, fine, you win. Yeah, but he's been killing it. He has been fucking killing it. It's funny. Just yesterday, Bacon was doing his Mario Party stream, and Erebus was in the chat, and Bacon's like, Erebus does some shit to him, and Bacon's like, bro, he's like, all you do is play Mario Rivals, get out of here. And Erebus, I love his rebuttal. He's just like, that's why I'm better than you at it. And Bacon's just like, well, I mean, yeah, you play it all the damn time. And I was just like, I wouldn't even be able to argue with Erebus there too. I fucking suck at that game, man.
Oh yeah, I have not gotten to play in a few weeks, and I'm like, I'm gonna be rusty as fuck, but I'd rather do it than I'd rather just piss people off and have my own fun than worry what they're gonna say.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, they be talking shit, but it's like, bro, if you really wanted a skill thing, go play ranked. Like, why are you on quick play bitching to me?
There's no league. There's no giant league. We're not gonna magic this. There's nothing. There's no giant league like the Overwatch league. There's nothing to grind for.
They just get mad just because you're not playing how they want. But it's like, dog. Like, I remember they bitched at me. They're like, you're using a character with auto aim, and it's like, I've seen many people use the same character with auto aim and still suck with them. So what is the excuse then? Like, because Scarlet Witch, that was my main when season 0 and 1 were a thing. I was whipping ass. I was getting 40+ kills and stuff like that. Once I reached Lord status with her, I felt no reason to use her anymore. And that's when the game started to suck for me, because I'm like, well, I'm like, oh, I want to keep using this character, but there's nothing to unlock. So yeah, I like having something to do.
Oh yeah,
essentially.
I agree with that, man. And as we begin to wind down, because I can feel like we could go for this forever and just talk shit about sweats.
Oh hell yeah!
Next episode. Where can everybody find all your channels, your socials, everything?
Okay, so you can just find me over on YouTube. My Twitch currently, like, it's there, but like I need to contact customer service because 2-factor authentication railed me without any lube. So I need to get that situated. Yeah, I have 2 channels on YouTube. That is SuhJames Plays, SuhJamesTew, which is spelled with TEW because I thought it was cute. And I got www.pornhub.com/ Oh, you know what? Funny thing, I was actually thinking about starting a gameplay channel on Pornhub, where I play like risque games. I'm not gonna show my face or use my voice. I was gonna play risque games, just have like a comment. I think maybe I would use like my voice, but like put like an audio filter, like just for the shits and giggles and stuff, and just see how that goes. Because I'm just like, so you ever see like those free fucking Steam fucking hentai games and stuff like that? They're hilarious. They have the silliest plots, the stupidest shit going on, but actually some of them are actually decent, fun gameplays. And like, I would just be thinking, man, I should just upload on the hub just for the shits and giggles. It takes me back to like, and there are gameplays on the hub, by the way.
Yeah,
it's not just porn games. People play regular fucking games on there too. I remember when Fallout 4 got leaked, like gameplay got leaked on the hub all those years ago. You remember that shit?
That would be wild. Like, Jesus Christ, we're degenerates. But that would be wild. Just logging on, just trying to release some stress, and you see GTA 6 gameplay on there, and it's legit, and you're like, oh, damn. Okay, that's how we're starting this.
Now I'm harder than before. God damn it.
Do I still keep going? Or do I stop?
If I had to answer the question for that individual, I say just keep going. That you're not going to get judged by me or anyone. Maybe by me. It's like, if you type if you comment under my video on the hub saying, yeah, man, this really got me off, I'm blocking you. I'm blocking you.
Whoa, it's like, holy shit, this worked. Kinda, a little bit. I don't know what.
When you got that collateral headshot in Black Ops 7, bro, I hit the ceiling. I'm quitting. I'm deleting everything. Like, if you telling me you're on some fucking Devilman Crybaby shit where like the shit's dripping off the ceiling because you had a wet, yeah, no, go.
Oh, that's hilarious. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this was my conversation with James. Normally, I say we will see each and every one of you in our next video, but depending on which video he posts, you may actually see us together.
Exactly. You might.
And
you actually might. Who knows?
We will see each and every one of you in our next video.